Hello, and welcome to Not Boring English. Today's story is called The Day I Ran 5 Kilometers, and it is perfect for learners at the A1 and A2 levels. As you listen, please pause the video to practice the shadowing technique. This means you listen and then repeat after me to improve your pronunciation and fluency. If I speak too fast, you can change the playback speed in the settings to slow down the video. Let's start the story. The day I ran 5 kilometers. My name is Maya. I want to tell you a story about a goal I made for myself. Before last year, I was not a very active person. I liked to take long walks in the park, and I enjoyed riding my bicycle on sunny days. But I was not a runner. The idea of running seemed very difficult and very tiring. Sometimes, when I was in the park, I saw people running. They ran fast. They did not look tired. They looked strong and happy. I watched them, and I thought, wow, I want to do that. I want to be a runner. But then I thought, no, I cannot run. It is too hard for me. One day, I saw a poster for a local event. It was a fun run in the park. The distance was 5 kilometers. A 5K run. I looked at the smiling faces on the poster. I thought about it all day. Maybe I could do it. 5 kilometers is not so long. It was a small goal, but for me, it felt like a very big goal. That evening, I made a decision. I was going to run the 5K. The event was in 3 months. I had 3 months to learn how to run. I felt excited and also very nervous. The next day, I decided to try running for the first time. I did not have special running clothes or shoes. I just wore my normal sneakers and some comfortable pants and a t-shirt. I went to the park. I told myself, okay, Maya, run. I started to run. For about 30 seconds, it felt okay. But then, my legs started to feel very heavy. It became hard to breathe. My heart was beating very fast. After only 1 minute, I stopped. I was so tired. I had to sit down on a bench. I felt very disappointed. 1 minute? How could I run for 5 kilometers if I could only run for 1 minute? I walked home slowly. I was sad. I thought, maybe this is a bad idea. I cannot do it. But when I got home, I did not give up. Instead, I opened my computer. I searched for how to start running for beginners. I found a training plan. It was a plan for people like me. It was a plan to help people run 5K in 3 months. The plan was simple. It said, I did not need to run for a long time. In the first week, the plan was, run for 1 minute, then walk for 2 minutes. Repeat this 8 times. Do this 3 days a week. I can do that, I thought. Running for 1 minute was hard, but possible. So, I started the plan. The first week was difficult, but I did it. On Monday, I went to the park. I ran for 1 minute. Then I walked for 2 minutes. I repeated it 8 times. On Wednesday, I did it again. On Friday, I did it again. At the end of the week, my legs were tired. But I felt good. I was proud of myself. I followed the plan. The second week, the plan changed. Now, I had to run for 2 minutes and walk for 2 minutes. It was a little harder, but I did it. 3 times that week, I went to the park and I followed the plan. The third week, I ran for 3 minutes and walked for 2 minutes. Every week, the running time was a little longer. And every week, I felt a little stronger. My breathing became easier. My legs felt less tired. Sometimes it was very hard to go running. One day, it was raining. I did not want to go outside. But I thought about my goal. I put on my jacket and I went to the park. Running in the rain was wet, but it was also fun. Another day, I was very tired after work. I wanted to just sit on the sofa, but I remembered my plan. I put on my running shoes, and I went. And after the run, I always felt better. I always felt happy that I did it. After 1 month, I could run for 10 minutes without stopping. I was so surprised. Me, Maya, a runner. After 2 months, I could run for 20 minutes without stopping. I bought real running shoes. They were bright blue. They made me feel like a real runner. I started to enjoy it. I liked the feeling of my feet on the path. I liked listening to music while I ran. I liked the quiet time, alone with my thoughts. Finally, the day of the 5K fun run arrived. It was a sunny Saturday morning. I woke up early. I was so nervous. My stomach felt funny. I ate a small breakfast and drank a lot of water. Then, I put on my running clothes and my bright blue shoes. I walked to the park. There were so many people there. There were hundreds of runners. Everyone was smiling and talking. The energy was so exciting. I saw a big sign that said, "Start." We all stood together at the start line. A man with a microphone counted down. 3, 2, 1, go. And we started running. I started slowly. I did not want to get tired too fast. My plan was just to finish. It was not a race against other people. It was a race against myself. The first kilometer felt easy. I was full of energy from all the people around me. The second kilometer was harder. My legs started to feel a little tired. I thought, this is a long way. The third kilometer was very hard. I wanted to stop. I wanted to walk. My mind said, "Stop, Maya. You can walk for a little while." But then, I thought about the last 3 months. I thought about all the days I practiced. I thought about running in the rain. I thought about the first day, when I could only run for 1 minute. I thought about how far I had come. I told myself, "No, you can do this. Keep going." I looked at the trees. I listened to my music. I focused on my breathing. I kept running. And then I saw it. A big sign that said, "Finish." It was so close. I used all my energy. I ran a little faster. I ran across the finish line. I did it. I stopped and put my hands on my knees. I was breathing so hard. My legs felt like jelly. I was so tired, but I was also so happy. I looked at my watch. It took me 35 minutes. I did not walk. I ran the whole way. A woman gave me a bottle of water and a medal. The medal was not big, but for me, it was the best medal in the world. I did not win the race, but I won my own personal race. I set a goal. I worked hard, and I achieved it. I walked home that day with my medal, feeling tired, proud, and stronger than ever before. Comprehension. Questions. Now, I will ask a few questions about the story to check your comprehension. Try to answer these questions in the comments section below to practice your English writing. 1. What was the narrator's goal at the beginning of the story? 2. What happened the very first time the narrator tried to run? 3. How did the narrator feel immediately after she crossed the finish line? Thank you for listening to this story. I hope you enjoyed it. For more practice, I suggest you listen to the story again, this time using the shadowing technique to repeat after me. Do you have a goal you are working on right now? It can be a big goal or a small goal. Let me know in the comments, and please subscribe for more stories to help you on your English journey. See you next time.